Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another video of this book, which is 365 Days of Creativity. I am so happy that my last video of this book got so much success, and so I wanted to continue it on, and here's actually a couple pages that I did in my own time as well, if you want to pause it and have a look at them. But anyways, we are going to get into this one here, and it is draw an object on the opposite page using your non-dominant hand. So I guess this is a wrong hand art challenge, which is going to be very fun. So I've decided to do a drawing of these flowers here. Now these are actually outside from my yard, and I want to do a little color pencil drawing of these flowers, which are called Tagetes lemony, or Mexican marigold, or Lemon's marigold, or passion fruit marigold. It has a bunch of different names, but I really love this plant because I have one myself and it's just so pretty and it smells really cool. So here we go. I'm testing this out, and honestly, I'm having an interesting time doing this. I wasn't as bad at it as I thought I would be straight away, which was quite interesting because I don't draw with my right hand. As you can tell, I'm using my right hand to draw here, but this is actually the wrong hand drawing challenge. But that's because I'm left-handed, and a lot of people call it the left-handed drawing challenge, but I'm literally left-handed, so I can't call it that. So yeah, and I'm actually having an interesting time because even though I'm going very slow and I have less control at it, and I feel weird holding the pencil, as you can see, I'm actually not doing terribly. And I just found that so interesting because yes, it took me a longer time to do, but I had a fun time doing it, and I just sort of picked something like a flower, obviously, which is a more sort of organic shaped kind of thing. So I actually kind of chose that on purpose because I felt like it's okay for it to not be perfect and for the lines to not be exact, because I felt like with flowers nothing is perfectly symmetrical and you're gonna have sort of soft wiggly lines anyways. So I felt like that sort of fit perfectly with the challenge that I was doing. So as you can see, I'm just going in with some yellows and oranges and browns, and I decided to go with a more sort of impressionistic painterly kind of style, almost like a botanic watercolor, if that makes sense, because I just felt like it would be a little bit more forgiving than the whole sketch line art color kind of method. And I would be able to just sort of turn my brain off and just concentrate on colors and shades and shadows and stuff like that, while having to think really hard and go very slow because I'm using my non-dominant hand. And we've got the first flower done, and honestly, it does not look too bad. I am quite impressed with myself here, and I think maybe this might have a thing to do with the fact that I have been crocheting lately, and I actually taught myself to crochet right-handed because I felt like a lot of tutorials and stuff, most of them are for right-handed people, so I just felt like it would be easier for me to go down that route even though I'm left-handed. So maybe a little bit of practice and a little bit of extra dexterity from that is actually helping me to draw with my non-dominant hand. Do you think that's cheating? I don't think it's cheating, honestly, because it is still a struggle for me, and I don't consider myself to be ambidextrous or anything. But yeah, I'm having fun. So I'm just going in with the same sort of technique that I'm doing for the first flower, and I'm just trying to use this photo as a reference, which really helps because I can just sort of concentrate on the shapes of the petals instead of having to like make something up in my mind. And I'm just adding a little bit of extra lines here and there with this brown pencil. And you can see I actually added a little bit of shading with some green as well because I felt like it sort of fit. Now I'm doing a flower bud here, and I'm not worrying too much about having every single detail exact to the image, as long as I get the message across that this is a flower. Now I'm just adding in some leaves to fill the space, and this is actually where I decided like I'm really liking this and I'm really enjoying it too, because I just surprised myself with it. But yeah, just adding in some leaves, and I'm not sort of copying the reference straight, if that makes sense. I'm, you know, putting my own little spin on it too. And yeah, I'm just having fun adding in some greens and yellow highlights on the leaves and some like bluish shadows on the leaves as well, because these leaves are like a nice sort of like a bright but like not super yellowy green, if that makes sense. Now I'm just adding in another leaf here at the bottom, but I'm trying to do more of a detailed close-up of the leaf just to show what it looks like. So this is the hard part, and this definitely proves that I am not ambidextrous. I'm definitely left-handed and not right-handed, because I'm trying to write the name of this plant and it is taking me so much longer than I would have if I just used my left hand. I had to go over it a bunch and make it thicker because I just couldn't do it properly, but after a bit of time I got the name down and it doesn't look too bad. Now I wanted to add a little bee to this illustration because in the photo there is actually a bee, and I just wanted to add it in just to fill the space, and because bees are cute. And of course it is a little bit more challenge too. We've got those little legs and wings that if I mess up it's going to be very noticeable. But overall I think I didn't do too bad of a job for the bee, and this illustration looks really cute. So next up, I'm going to do a few more pages here just quickly because I don't want to do just one thing in this video. I'm having too much fun with this book. And this next page is basically turn these blobs into animals. So it's like the blob challenge, and I really love this. I had a lot of fun with it. I just decided to use some ink pens here and no other colors or anything like that, because I just wanted to add sort of black outlines and little like filled in like black areas to try and make this challenging. And I did a guinea pig, and then I did a stripy cat, and then I decided a seal for that one, and then a penguin, which I had a lot of fun drawing a little pebble and a heart shape because penguins like give each other pebbles to show that they love each other. And then I drew a dog and I colored in the ears for him black and his little nose black too. After this, I decided to do a cat looking up at a fly flying over its head. I thought that that was a fun idea for that shape. And this next one was quite interesting. I decided to turn this one into an emu and I filled in a lot of black around for his feathers, but I think he looks pretty cool. After this, I decided to do a funny little chubby snail, which looks really cute, and I added some spots and stripes onto him and a little smiley face because why not? And then this next one, I decided to do a rabbit on this stripy one. Now, I feel like I could have drawn a cat and it probably would have fit better with the stripes, but I just wanted to sort of experiment and make it my own, I guess. After this, I decided to do a bear with some very little legs. I don't know why I made the legs so tiny, but he looks cute and he's looking at a butterfly. So for this last one, I decided to do a cat licking his paw, and he's got a little stripy tail as well. And yeah, this one was pretty interesting overall. I had some fun with it, but now we're going to move on to this next page here. So this page was fun. It was basically just continue the pattern, explore using a variety of materials, perhaps oil pastels, pencil, and paint. So that's basically what I did. I actually thought about using different colors because pretty much all the colors in the start of the pattern were blue, and I thought maybe I could turn it into a gradient from like blue to purple, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go all blue and use pretty much nearly every blue pencil I had, and I even used a ballpoint pen and some oil pastel and some paint. this one was actually pretty fun because I just felt like I was doodling on a page, which I do sometimes, especially if I have to like make a phone call or something like that. Or back in school when I was bored, I would just doodle on my school books, and yeah, I would draw stuff like this, just like little repeating patterns. Honestly, it was pretty cute. So with these oil pastels, I had to be careful because it was kind of hard to get the exact shape of them, but I think that just adds to the fun of it. Now I'm just adding in some acrylic paint love hearts, just with a few different blues here. I'm not mixing any blues, I'm just using them straight from the tube because I just felt like it would be easier that way. And I just had to fill in some of the space that was left over. And overall, this page was pretty fun, pretty interesting, and yeah, pretty much that was it. So this next page here, I'm actually going to skip this one on the left because I don't want to like push down on the page and make that paint go to transfer to the other page. So I sort of want to wait till that dries a little bit. So I'll probably leave that one for the next video. But this one I'm going to do here is it says cut out and get different like patterns and like textures and stuff like that, and glue them into the page and write different stuff, like ways that you could use it. So you're basically swatching patterns and materials of paper and stuff, which I thought was really fun. So I just went through my cupboard here and got some patterned cardstock and a little notepad that I bought from Bailey J, as well as some pastel paper, washi tape, and I even got a little bit of my holographic sticker paper too, because why not? It should be pretty fun. So with the holographic sticker paper, I wanted to scrunch it up because I felt like it would add in some like sort of crinkly textures to that holographicness that looks pretty cool. I actually like that I did that. After this, I'm gluing in pastel paper and yeah, and then the notepad from Bailey J, and then just various other you know, textured and patterned paper and yeah, washi tape. And then I think it said to write down ideas and stuff like that, and stuff that you think about each one. And I didn't think of it straight away when I was picking like what I could write down, but I pretty much just wrote little things like maybe I could paint a mermaid on this paper, or these remind me of cottagecore, or this is a cool gradient. Those kinds of stuff. So anyways, here is the results for these pages, and I had a lot of fun doing these, especially the wrong-handed challenge. I surprised myself with that. And this little blob challenge, very cute. There are also, I've seen more blob challenges further on in the book, so if you liked that, definitely keep an eye out. And here is my little swatches of all little patterns, and pause it if you want to read the stuff that is on there. And yeah, this was really fun, and I'm so happy that this book in the last video, the video did so well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one too. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. Please hit that like and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye everyone.